The last human being that walked on the moon has now gone home. Gene Cernan passed away today, and I'm honored that I knew this man. He was a delightful person. I've had the privilege of knowing a couple of astronauts, but I got to know Gene probably the best. I actually had the opportunity to spend a couple hours with him on a flight. The cool thing about Gene was that he was a Navy pilot, was a person who grew up when he was going through school seeing the Mercury missions, and when NASA chose him for the Gemini and the Apollo, he felt that he had truly arrived. These are the Saturn V rockets. For many of you who were probably born after 1975, you have no idea about these, but they were powerful machines that took these brave men to truly the last frontier. Apollo 17 was most notably known for that they brought back the most rocks. Gene told me that he said that the first thing that he felt as he stepped out, that he said, I knew that there was a creator. He said that the thing about it was that it was a sense that you realize how small man is in our place of the universe. Also with Apollo 17, they did the most traveling of any of the Apollo missions. You can still see their tracks up there today. Gene said it was exciting. I asked him about it. Was there anything that he saw that was unusual? And he said everything he saw was unusual, which I guess is probably the best response. My dad personally helped build the rovers. That's what part of his job when he worked at NASA for some 30 plus years. My dad knew Gene as well. They are of the same age. This was a remarkable mission, and many things that was reported. I still say, as Gene said, there were things out there that he could not comment on, but he said that the space around us is full. Now, this is probably one of the more infamous shots from Apollo 17. It's a clear shot of a UFO. But as Gene told me, that he said, why would we find it to be surprising that we would be all alone? This is probably, I think, one of the more better shots that I think that we have found from Apollo 17. Their mission was on the rocks today that still transcends it. I think one of the things that Gene said, the biggest mistake was that when we stopped going back to the moon, America lost its appetite, and we began to take this for granted. And as a result, we've regressed now for some 45 plus years. We should have already had bases up there, and we should have already been well on the way to Mars. And when this administration stopped the shuttle program, it was a national tragedy. And it is one that I hope that this nation will begin to reverse. What we have today in the form of modern science came because of the Apollo missions. The advancements that we have made thus far is because of the Apollo missions. We were there once. We actually put real people on a foreign body. We need to leave this planet. We need to begin to go to the stars. It's where Gene is at today. Don't mind this little UFO over here. You're not seeing anything. The Apollo missions were the single largest advancement in space exploration. It still surpasses what we have done on the International Space Station. If it was not for the Apollo missions, we wouldn't have an International Space Station. So maybe we will begin to realize that there are wonders yet for us to see. By the way, yes, the moon has many colors. Isn't it odd that we only see the black and white ones, huh? But Gene, he helped us. He believed in what there was. It is the greatest thing to know that we have the pioneer spirit that still exist in us as a species. Cramped quarters, no doubt, but nevertheless, they did it. These were the pioneers. And now, Gene Cernan, Godspeed, my friend. We'll all meet up with you soon. Let us know what it's like ahead of time. Thank you. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your contributions to our species.